Hi guys, and happy Friday. How is everybody? So I hope you guys are doing well. Um, Today, or this particular video, I'm going to be looking at the Crafter's Companion decoupage, which I've done before, but I think it's been a while since I'm not too sure if I've actually done one online. I might have done a live one online. So I wanted to take a look at that. So we're going to look at the rose and we're going to look at the peony blossom. So the classic rose and the peony is what we're going to do today. And what I also wanted to do was, let's see if I can get this off of here. I saw a card that was so pretty, and I was like, "Oh man, that card is just so pretty." So I'm I'm gonna do it, but I'm gonna actually do a little bit different. Where I saw it and it really wasn't elevated. Uh, they just kind of made it flat. So one of the good things about the Crafter's Companion, the decoupage, is that you know if you're gonna put it in the mail, then you know you ain't gonna try to put a whole bunch of levels on it. Or if you want to make it dimensional, then you go ahead and you put your little, which I can't think these things. Oh, foam pads on it. Let me grab some while I got it. Yeah, so you can go ahead and put your foam pads on it, depending on it. Like if you're gonna hand the card, you're gonna give the card to somebody, then use your foam pads. But if not, you're gonna put it in the mail, then you kind of, you might can put one on there, but you can't like really level it up unless you're making a box, and then you're gonna do that to protect your card, and then you're gonna have to put it in another box. Ching ching. That's all I'm saying. So for those who may not know what I'm talking about, Crafter's Companions, they have a lot of these now, different kinds of flowers. They have the sunflower, which I absolutely love. Let me show you that. Matter of fact, I've got it here. So here's the sunflower, which is really pretty, as you can see. Let me see. Yeah, there we go. You can see the rose, the peony. I think they even have lily. If I'm correct, I'm not too sure. But what happens is that when you buy them, you will get the pad of toppers, and then you'll get the dies. Now, what I really like about this is that these are the dies that come with it, okay, and you can lay these on top and then cut them out, or you could just simply take this and put it on a white piece of paper or whatever color paper you want, and make your own without having to use these actual toppers. And then you can color it however you want to color it, or decorate it however you want to decorate, which I'm going to do tonight. And I think that's what I was kind of trying to say, y'all, is that I've not done that before. I've always used the toppers. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to remake one of the cards here. Let me put this to the side. So I saw this card and I thought it was so pretty. Now I've made it my own in a lot of aspects. And that what I did was, let me see if I can get this zoomed up a little bit more. I'm always afraid that I'll go out of it'll be out of focus if I do it too much. I think I'm gonna leave good enough alone. But I've done this card here. I saw this card, and when I saw it initially online, and it was so pretty, but it was different. The only difference, or only similarity really, is that I think it was this color and then they used the rose and I used my whatever backgrounds I wanted and inks and so forth. But I just thought it was so pretty. Now let me show you what this kind of looks dimensionally like. As you can see, it's layered. I used all the layers of the rose once I cut it out. And even on the sentiment, I put some, as you can see, some foam underneath that as well. Okay, and then on the inside, what I did with this card, is let's see, let me put it down, is that I've also took the flat rose again because you cut them out, and then I put that on the inside, and I'll put a sentiment here. Now the cards I'm making tonight are actually for somebody. They're gonna be birthday cards, so it really works out well because I have 3 cards I've got to make. Actually, I got more, but these are adults, so I thought this is a very pretty card. So let me kind of show you how I use what I do when I do. Now I'm going to put this in the description for you guys, but I use a number of different elements or different collections. Like for example, you'll see all this lace here. Let me kind of do this. You'll see all of this here, stuff like this. I use vintage lace, the vintage lace collection. The little leaves, as you can see here, I use the peony from the peony collection. Crafter's Companion has this thing that's called Nature's Garden, and then underneath Nature's Garden, they have all these different types of collections. So this, and then the paper actually came from another collection, so it kind of worked out. So there we go. So that's that. Let's see. So I'm going to make sure I tell you everything. And again, I'm going to put it in case you have this stuff and you want to make the exact card. I don't have a problem with it because I looked at it and saw it. Somebody else did it, and I thought, oh, this is so pretty, and I wanted to make it my own. So let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Nature's Garden, yep. The Gemini Decoupage. I talked about that. So, and I'll tell you everything that you need. Now, I also put glitter on this. You guys know I like to glitter stuff up, kind of pump stuff up. So I did put glitter on. Now, you may not be able to tell, but there is glitter on the rose. Let's see if you can tell. You might be able to tell. You might not be able to tell. I don't know. Anyway, let's get working because I'm actually doing actual work tonight. And so that's going to take a while. So here I've cut out all the elements. Now I'm going to tell y'all a little trick. You ever get cards and you're like, okay, that's a nice card, but, I don't like it or whatever. Or you need a card and you just cover it up. So these were cards from something I bought. I won't tell you where because but anyway, so I said, you know what, just grab one of these cards and cut out here all my elements cut out. Okay, so let me see. And again, this is just a typical 5x7, a 5x7 card, all already done. One of the first things I did was I like this wood, but I wanted it to kind of have a little rustic look. If you look at this, you can see, you can compare the two. See how they both look very, very different? So what I did was I took some Crafter's Companion, one of the Harmony ink. One of the Harmony ink pads, Bordeaux. And I just actually literally went around the sides and then I went into it to make it look a little more aged. Now don't want to mess up my desk because I just cleaned up my desk. So I need something real quick. And I bet somebody said, where's her glass mat? Well, my glass mat is here, but it's a little dirty because I was experimenting. So let me put this on here real quick. And I need to edge up actually a couple of things. So now that I have it on here, I think I'll just go ahead and do it all the same. Okay. And then, so we need to put some edging on this, some edging on this. Again, this is the Bordeaux. Okay. Let's see what house we have here. Yeah, and I do need to edge up these parts here. And what I mean by edge up, I'm just going to put some color on them. So this is only temporary put down. So I'm going to pick this up. Okay. Take that one off. Ooh, just tape. All right. There we go. So I need to do all of these real quick, like. Okay. And again, they say the best way to kind of do this is that when you have it on the mat, let me put this one to the side, is to bring your, kind of do it like that. There we go. Okay. And you can, as you can see now, again, sorry for the jerking around. It's just the stability of my table, y'all. It's not very, it's stable, but it can't, you know, it's not, I got it from Walmart. Give me a break. I hope everybody is doing good. I hope you had a good week. You guys, we are at the end of the year. Can you believe it? I know I probably say it every time I come on. I'll be like, Lola, okay, we know what month it is. But now you can see how this is changing already, and it's looking. I really like this wood look. All right. So I gotta do a little bit more on the edge, and then you don't have to worry too much on the center because remember you want to keep some of the lightness there. You know, you kind of want to keep some of it there. So we have that. Okay, and then here I'm not gonna put a lot on. I'm just gonna kind of bring it to the side. You see how I kind of did that? I don't really want a lot. This is a piece that's going to go on the inside of the card where you're going to put your greeting. Now, I just made a boo-boo and I should have said something to you. One thing about when you do this, they always say that you should put a piece of paper down or have a napkin or something so you don't have the fingerprints. So, lesson learned. Yeah. Too late now. So a lot of times if it's real bad, I'll just kind of brush over it and make it look like I meant to do it. All right. And it may not be too bad. So what I might do is just kind of go over it like that. Yeah. No big deal. All right. So we have that done. We have those two pieces done. Then I'm just going to lightly go around this. And I'm just turning this one. And this is okay. I mean, if this one gets messed up in the middle, it doesn't matter because the rose, remember the rose is going to be on that. Okay, and then we have this one. All right, and we're just duplicating the card that I made already. I put my little twist on it a little bit. Now I think that is it. Yeah, that is it. All right, so let me put this ink up. Clean my hands because I am a messy Marvin when it comes to crafting. Are you a messy Marvin when it comes to crafting? Yeah, I'm a messy Marvin. I am. I don't know what my problem is, child. I ain't gonna lie. Hey guys, for anybody who's just coming in, if you're wondering what we're doing, welcome to the channel. First of all, crafting. We're working with the Crafter's Companion, decoupage, and some of the elements, meaning they have dies and they have toppers, but I'll show you that. And if not, you can always go back to the very beginning of the video and you'll see. I do want to say thank you to everyone who has been subscribing to the channel. Thank you. Welcome all you new subscribers. I hope you guys are enjoying this. If you want to see different content or something different that I might be doing, let me know. You know, say, Lola, hey, can you do this? Can you work on this? Can you show us this? And by all means, if you make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, comment. I do read the comments and I do reply back. So make sure that you let me know if there's something that you would like to see me do, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and real quickly put this card together. Again, this is a piece that's going to go on the inside. This is the topper, and like I said, if you ever have an old card and you just want to, you're like, well, I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that. What am I gonna do with that? Honey, just put something on top of it and keep it moving. Now I'm gonna use the call-out glue because it's the movable glue, and I do like this glue. I have to admit, I like it because it gives you time to move. You put something down like tacky glue. When you use tacky glue and you glue it down to something, try and move it. All right, try and move it. It ain't gonna give you a break. This gives you a little space of grace where you can kind of line it up, and I'm gonna show you exactly what I mean. Okay, but the one thing I always tell people about this glue is don't go all the way to the edge, because what happens is when you start moving stuff around, the glue may squish out the sides and then mess up your other paper. All right, so this is the card. Make sure you got it opening in the right way. Now, even with that right there, I'll just put something over top to decorate it so you don't even see that. Right, so let's put this on top, like so. Now watch this. Now see, if this was tacky glue, I couldn't even move it. But with this one now, as you can see how I can move it and make sure that it's all lined up? Yep, that's perfect. That's very rare for me. All right, so we have that on there. Very nice. Now I'm going to give it a little, excuse me, one of these numbers here. Oh, I didn't clean my hands, y'all. Now I got, look, ink everywhere. Messy Marvin. And when we get to the white card, which I'm so excited, I can't wait to show you, that I'm going to do, I can't have this on my hands because I got to put some more ink on my hands, right? All right, so let's see. I think that's good enough. Then you just wipe it on your pants, right? You just wipe it on your pants. What are you going to do? Grafting. All right, so this one will go on the inside, but I think what I'm going to do is hold off because I've got to actually put a sentiment on that, so that's not important for right now. But I better put it somewhere I can find it. We're just working with the outside of the card. All right. All right, so we're going to put this here. We're going to do the same thing with the glue. And let's see, what do I want to tell y'all anything? Oh, you want to keep watching this video. You want to keep watching this video because I have created something that I am so pleased with. And I'm going to show it to you guys kind of in the middle maybe, or right at the end of the video because it's for somebody, and she watches, but she don't really watch, if you know what I mean. Your family chat. They don't be like whatever. But and that'd be the time when she watch, and then the surprise will be over. All right, so we have that one there. Okay, get all this tape off. Yeah, so I really like it. It's taking me a little while to finish, and then I still have another project that hopefully I'll be able to show that to you guys as well. So again, we're still just layering everything up real quick, and then I'm going to go ahead and put the rose on, and I'm going to show you how I did the rose. So let's see, make sure we can get this in the middle. Now see how I can move this around? See how you can move it around? If this was glue, regular tacky glue, I'd be in the hurt locker. I'd be cutting this all over again. I should put my glasses on. You don't think I should put my glasses? You're like, yeah, Lola, because that is crooked as a, it's crooked. There it is. Wait. See how much time it's still giving me time to be able to move it around. What is the problem? Okay. And this is a nesting die. Okay, there we go. That's good. All right, so we have this. This goes in here. Now, if I wanted to, I could even put some foam pads here to lift this up. Unlike this one, did I do it on this one? No. Oh yeah, I did. Actually, I did. Okay, so yeah, so let's just do that. Foam pads, y'all. What did I do with my foam pads? What? Oh, right here. Now I'm only gonna put one. Okay. And I'm just gonna kind of put it down the center. Right down the center here, just to give it a little lift. And then let's see. Alrighty, we got that there. And then we're going to get this in the center. Now, the thing about this, if you kind of look at this die here, you see how it has that little thing in the middle? Right there in the middle. Let me see if I can put it down. Yeah, there we go. In the middle. And then this one kind of, it's a little, it takes you a minute, but you can kind of, and I'll show it to you once I put it together. Let me do that. I think that's the best thing to do. All right. So if you can see how that's there, then there's this little part right there. And that if you line those two up, then that's going to help you be able to get that nice and even. Okay. All right, so we have that there. Now, and this clearly would go on here like this. Okay, so we have that part done for the card. Okay, so now let's move this to the side and let's do some. Now with this decoupage, this is the topper. I'm not going to use the. I'm not going to use the. I'm not going to use the little leaves because when you cut this out, it also has little leaves. I'm not using these little leaves. I'm not going to use them. I'm using these leaves here that I got from the Crafter's Companions Nature's Garden Peony Collection. I think it's called Peony Collection. Yeah, it is called Peony. And then they had these little vines. They're just called vines. So I'm going to be using these right here. As soon as I can get them untangled. All right. So let's go ahead and do this right here. Let me go ahead and put this down. This is the little sentiment that's going to go on the outside of the card. And I tell you, getting these things lined up can be very, very challenging. I'm not going to lie. All right. You know, when the stamp is so small. Some people like to stamp and then die cut. Then some people like to die cut the stamp. You just whatever works out for you. All right, so we got the little birthday deal on there. That'll also have a little. I'm gonna let that dry first. Then I'll put a little piece of. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Well, we'll let it dry, and then I'm gonna bend it a little bit. Give it a little bend so it'll bend over the card. But we'll do that later. All right, move leaf, move leaf. All right, so here we have all our pieces. Okay. And this could be a little tricky, okay? And it could not. We don't need a leaf. All right, so let's go with the white pieces here. And it's, let me see, what's the best way to explain this? Okay, here's the base part, right? Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit without messing up. Oh, Lord, please don't let me mess up. I hope that made a difference. Don't worry, it made a difference. All right, well, here's the base piece, right? Then you have the second piece, the third piece, the fourth piece, the fifth piece for the reds. And then this one, I think you must only had one. Okay, so that's kind of how that goes. So I'm going to go ahead and put some foam on this one. And normally I try to make sure it has nice balance and you know, but at this point because we are videoing live, I mean not live, but I'm videoing, I'm going to expedite just a little bit so that you get the general idea, okay? Don't use your good scissors, y'all. Don't use your good scissors when you mess with this foam, because this foam will mess you up. And see, even with this one, you got a little piece left, just stick that on that one right there for when you get ready to do that one. Alrighty, let's see. I really like decoupaging. You know, it's kind of funny because sometimes it can be a little tedious. Now, okay, so now what we want to do is, again, I'm not sure why I can't get this to zoom in. I'm going to try a little bit more. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now, what am I doing wrong with my table, y'all? Let me scoop my table up. Alright. I hope you guys like that instead of the... Alright, so now, here we go. Now, the best way, you just have to kind of study it and see where they actually... where you would lay this at. Okay, so clearly this is the bigger rose. And it's this part right in here. You see how those two edges... You probably can't see it. But I'm going to lay it down. And you just line it up. You just look at it, study both pieces, and see where they would both meet. and then it lines up perfectly. Okay, let me lift it up so you can see. All right. All right, so we got that one. Then the next one is going to be the second bigger one. And I didn't want it. Oh yeah, there we go. I didn't want any tape to be showing. All right, so here we go again. And it's the same thing. Now you see this little pointy edge part right there? That's what I really look at. Well, where is that on my main flower? Well, it's right there. See, it's right there. So that's my little pointy edge. And I'm going to line that up just like so. But because I can't see good, y'all, you know I need to put this back on the table. So you can... All right, there we go. We have one more piece, and then we'll put down the little white pieces. One little white piece. All right. Now, you don't have to use all of them. You don't. You can just use as many as you would like to, especially if you know you're going to mail it. But if you're going to hand carry it, or you're going to be willing to make a special box for it, then, honey, put them all on there by all means whatsoever. That's kind of up to you. All right. And after we finish this, we're going to stick the vines in, and this card will be done. And then I'm going to show you guys, if you don't want to use the toppers, again, we're working with the Crafter's Companion decoupage elements. Elements meaning it has a die, or you can actually use what these are the toppers. The dies I like because you can, now see how this matches this? The dies you can, wait a minute, make sure I got that wrong. Look, I gotta turn it where I can see it. The dies, what I like about the die is that you can always make it your own. Uh-oh, where's this going, y'all? Whoa, wait. Oh, there we go. Okay. Something's wacky. Wait. I'm having a problem. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I'm looking at is this little white piece right here. This was throwing me off. Okay, all right. But I like with the dies, you can use the dies and cut out the flowers, and then color them and do whatever you want with them. You know, whereas the toppers, they're already, as you can see, they're already pre-colored. And what you do is you just take the dies and you lay them on top, and you cut them out. I can't get this to work right. All right, almost done. All right, so we have this last little piece that goes right here. I'm gonna stick that down. And then we have the little white piece that goes right here. And again, these cards are actually for somebody. So I figured, well, you know what? Just video this. And then the next thing what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back in and put the leaves in. All right, so there we have it. So the next thing to finish up this card real quick is to go ahead, and you can do it a couple of ways. You can either say, you know what, I'm gonna just put this on like this. You know what I just realized I did? I put the whole thing together. And actually that's not bad. See, unlike, you know what I did? I put this card, the first one that I saw, only had the second layer of elements. It didn't have this whole piece. It didn't have all of this. I just realized I just did that. Oh, you know what? We're going to make it work. Okay, so I made a boo-boo. Let's go back. How can I make this work? Well, actually, you know what? It's fine because you can get a general idea of what, you know what? Let's do it this way. This is what we're going to do. You don't cry over spilt milk, y'all. You just go get another cow. Don't be offended, nobody, please. All right. So you can either make it look like this, And actually, this is kind of a good thing, or you can actually use all of the elements with the leaves that are already there. So we'll just do it like that. And we won't use these. And we'll use these for something else. Ha ha. So that kind of worked out. And you know, if you wanted to layer up the little leaf dies, remember at first I said I wasn't going to use them. I still ain't going to use them because that's too tedious for me personally. All right, so we have that on here like this. No big deal, okay? So I'm going to twist this to the side. Instead of having it maybe coming straight down, I think I'm going to have it come to the side like that. Yeah, I like that. All right, so let's glue all this down. I'm not going to use any foam on this. I messed that up, but it really worked out. That worked out, y'all. It worked out. Don't you love when it works out? When you make a mess and it still works out, you're like, oh, that just really worked out. All right. All right. Now, instead of going just straight on, I'm going to kind of turn this to the side. Still put it in the middle, but just turn it to the side a little bit. Yay! All right. So there we have that. That really worked out. Yeah. All right. So now I want to, now that this is dry, this little birthday is dry, I just wanted to kind of bend it a little bit to give it a little bit of oomph before I put the foam on there. So it'll be kind of, see how it kind of lays like that? It'll be a little bit more dimensional as well. See how it kind of, all right. So we are done. Now, with this one, you can put, not done, but here, this is when I would go ahead and take one of my glitter pens. Or you can, and you don't have to use glitter if you wanted to use, because y'all know I like to use that, oh, what is it called? Lord, what's it called? Oh my goodness. What is this stuff called? Glossy Accents. So you can either use Glossy Accents, which, you know, I might put this on here maybe later, but not right now, because when you use this, you have to make sure it dries. So you can use glitter, clear glitter, or you could use Glossy Accents. Glossy Accents makes your, oh, I don't have anything with me. Is this, no, this don't have it on there. Yeah. It just makes it look shiny or something. I don't know. That's the best way I can put it. All right, so let's go ahead and glue this down to the card. And then I'm going to show you, the next one we're going to do, I'm going to show you what it's like to not use a topper, but make it your own. Whatever color you want, it'll still be the same type of flower, but it'll just be whatever color you want, okay? Again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. You guys are the best. Thank you for all your support. I hope that you're enjoying what I make. All right, so let's get this down here like that. All right, now I'm using the board. It actually kind of works out too because I'm using this board to make sure I have it kind of lined up decently, because I do need to put the little, you know, you can't talk when you're trying to line stuff up. I don't know about y'all. Okay, you know what I just realized I didn't do also? I didn't put any glue on the end, so let me put glue on the ends. See all these little fine pieces right here? I forgot to do that. Oops, so I should put my, I'm telling y'all, I need to put my glasses on. You know, I like these little things, but I'm telling you, trying to get glue in these little suckers, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If anybody knows what I'm doing wrong when it comes to getting glue inside this little thing right here, man, that glue goes everywhere. It is so irritating to me. I mean, everywhere. But I'm putting it on little teeny bits right here so that the card will lay down. Now, you could use a tape pen, but I kind of want to just use glue. You can use like the little dotty tape pen from Crafter's Companion. You can do that if you want. But I'm just kind of doing the glue right now. All right, I think I got enough on there. Just I'm trying to put it on. All right, that's good enough. All right. Trying to get this back down now. You see, I'm able to move it around, kind of get it lined up the way I want it, so that it's centered. Whoop, whoop, twist it. So even. All right, now I gotta hold this up so I can look at it, y'all. Y'all know, y'all do this. Okay. Just hold it down a few minutes. So this does have a little bit of elevation, but not a lot. But it does have some, which is fine. You know, you don't have to have a whole bunch of. You know. All right. So the next thing would be is to put the little birthday deal on here, and we're gonna use now. Clue, hint. Do that and close this little joker up. Because if you do not close it up, you can forget it. It will dry out, and then you just in a bad mood. All right. So one more piece of foam to go on this little part right here. Oscar's doing very well. Speaking of Oscar, he is underneath my table looking sad because I won't play with him. So we're going to just bend that a little bit again. And then we'll just put that to the side there. Now I did do this one a little bit different. And there you go. Huh? So you have this one with all of the elements on it. Okay, using all the levels. And then this one, I just used the second and on up level, and then I put leaves on it. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm glad, really glad I did this like this. Now the last but not least, what I did was I took this out, this whole piece, another piece like this. I took it out. I used some gray ice pen, and I'll see if I can find it. Let this be it. All right, this is one of the Crafter's Companion. If you don't like that white, see how that whiteness goes around the leaf? I don't really like this, and I probably could have used the, now I'm going to use the lighter one, not the dark one. Now, I've already kind of started it out a little bit, but then I'm going to go in here and get rid of all that whiteness. It kind of looks weird, but it kind of doesn't, if you know what I mean. All right, now see, I have some whiteness. I just don't like that white trim. And honey, ain't nobody trying to fussy cut. I'm not the one. I get mad. I will fuss about fussy cutting. So yeah, we don't do that. I'm just kind of going around the sides, getting rid of all that white. Okay. Now you might not can see, but I'll hold it up to the camera, and then you'll be able to see what I'm talking about. All right. All right, just a little bit more. Right in here, maybe. All right, so that's good. So this piece right here. Now I know it may look. You may not like it. You might like it. I don't know. It's up to you. But I just didn't like all that whiteness. Now let me show you. You can see the difference of what I'm talking about. You see on the card on the topper. See on the top. You see all that white edge, and then you can see how it looks like this. You know. Okay. So this is the part that will actually go in. Oops. What is that right there? We'll take this part here, and I'm just gonna take just a little dab of glue, just so it'll stay on the paper. So it'll stay on the card. Stick that in like that. Okay. And what I did was I just cut this 1/4 down, So this is like a 5x7. So then you just cut it, go down one notch to cut it. So you can have a little border around it. Now it doesn't have to be perfect. And then, where's my card? Okay, then here's my little, my flower. Then my little flower, again, I'm just going to stick just a wee bit there so I can hold it up. And then we'll put that in like that. Oops. Okay. And then the cinnamon will go here. Now, on the back of this card, because these were pre-made cards, and here we go, my board is dirty. So that's a problem, again, that's why I kind of, so the board is dirty. So these are pre-made things. What I'll do is I'll find a way to decoratively do this so that you don't see this part right here, made by, and put my own stamp, and then I'll probably do something here so you won't see all the ink. All right, so that's those cards. So that's how you would use the topper. Again, what we're doing is we're working with the Crafter's Companion decoupage and the elements that come with it. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to show you, and I think I want to clean this board. Now this is again something I was doing. It may not come off straight, but yeah, that's fine. How you like that noise? All right. So now let's look at if I don't want to use the topper. I want to do it, my way. What do I do? Okay. So what I did was I took, I'm going to make a white card. I'm going to make a beautiful white card. And I'm kind of into white cards lately, y'all. Right? So what happens is that this is the rose die, but it doesn't matter. You'll take the dies. You're not going to mess with the toppers now. You're going to take the dies, put it on a piece of paper of your choice. I would highly recommend that you use your embossing mat so that you can really get all those details. And I'm going to show you why. Okay? So what I've done is I've already done all this already. I've cut up my paper. Okay? It's a beautiful off-white card. I have my little pretty, I'm not too sure which ones I'm going to use on this here. So I'm going to put my little leaves to the side. I have some really beautiful pearlescent ivory. So I should have said white. I should have said ivory. All right, so let me pull all my little parts apart. And then I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this into the second video because I don't like for my videos to be too long. So if you want to know how I made this second card, beautiful card, you want to stay tuned. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it off here and you guys can tune into the next card. So you guys, thanks for watching. Okay, and then you've been taking a look at the Crafter's Companion decoupage element, the rose card. This is the rose card. The next video, right after this one, is going to be the one for the peony blossom. So stay tuned, you guys. Thanks for watching. And if you don't get a chance to see this, you can always go back and watch it again. So the first video is this one. And then the second one is going to be the peony. All right? God bless you guys. Thank you.